Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is called Focus on Yourself. This is something that I heard a lot growing up from both my nan and my mum, and this is something that has helped me a lot in my life. And it's helped me with reflecting on myself, my own actions, taking accountability, like being accountable, and just evolving into a better person each and every time. So I know that it's something that's going to help you. There's going to be a lot of gems, a lot of value in this video, so make sure you watch till the end. But this is something that has always been preached in our family, and it's like at times, like from my nan to her kids and then her kids to the grandkids, we just always hear it. If we fall off track, say like one of us is saying something in a family, when we start making excuses or bringing someone else into what happened and why it happened, we'll always be told focus on ourselves, or that we should only speak about ourselves. Like, I'm going to give you a prime example. Say like I went to school from my nan's. My secondary school used to finish at 3:10, and I went to school. My nan will always expect me to be home, just go home after school, like go to her house straight after school. There's no dilly dallying, gallivanting with friends, none of that. And the same way she expected that from me is the same way she expected that from my mum, her siblings, like her kids, and then all the other grandkids as well. She don't want us walking around on road like we don't have a home, or like we ain't got nothing to do. So that was just standard with my nan. But whereas with my mum, she'll give me probably a little 40 minutes to get home, maybe because I lived further. But just in some circumstances, my mum was more lenient than my nan, and then my nan was more lenient than my mum. It just depended on the circumstance. But within that specific example, my nan would expect me to get my ass home. Yeah. And I remember, like sometimes your friends slow you down. So I remember like sometimes I used to use my friends as an excuse, and I used to be like, Nan, it was so and so's fault. And then, but before I could even finish the sentence or what I was saying, my nan would always tell me, like, I don't want to hear about anyone else's kids or your friends or so and so. She always wanted to hear about me, and she wanted me to be accountable for my own actions. So, and she was like this in so many different circumstances, and at time it felt harsh. It felt like my nan and my mum, they was being harsh, and they wasn't being receptive to what I was saying. Because sometimes I used to make up excuses, and when you're doing something wrong, you're late for your curfew or whatever, and you think of excuses, or you try use this friend's name and that friend's name to try get off lightly. Sometimes I'll use excuses, but sometimes it will be the truth. And just, when you're telling the truth as well, and it's like your nan or your mum, it's just like, focus, tell me about you. Why? Take accountability, tell me about you. Why was you wrong? Or why did you do this? It's not down to your friend. It's not your friend's fault. I don't care about no one else's kids. I care about you. That, like, it, when they're saying it, it can be a bit disheartening, if you get what I mean. Like, you're not even trying to hear me out. Like, let me land, mum, let me land, nan. Like, calm down, calm down. Like, sometimes they'll be coming all guns blazing, and it's just like, yeah. But it has helped me a lot. And even just like, you see, like when it comes to like focusing on yourself, it can be just looked at from so many, it was taught to me from so many different angles. Like, one, focus on myself, what I have going on. Two, don't compare myself to other people because I'm my own person. Three, never want what other people have. Like, all these life lessons was taught to me and just installed in my head as I was getting older, and it's something that has helped me. And even like, if everybody focused on themselves, the world will be a better place. Do you know what I mean? Too much people, they concern themselves with other people's business, what other people got going on, and it really just don't concern them. And when people don't focus on themselves, like, it doesn't end up good. Do you know what I mean? This is how depression happens. This is how spiritual delays happen. Like, sometimes when people focus on other things and other people, their blessings get delayed because they can't see what's in front of them, or they can't hear God's voice clearly telling them to do this and or to do that, because they're too focused on other people. Do you know what I mean? And in addition to spiritual delays and that it just doesn't help them. Like when you don't worry, when you're not concerned about yourself, but instead you're concerned about other people, it's just not good. Just like another example, say like you're running in a race, they always say don't look backwards, because then that slows you down. So if you want to stay first and win the race, you have to look ahead. You can't be looking back. That's just going to slow you down. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, in life, that's exactly what you have to do. Not only is it important to like worry about yourself, concern yourself with what you got going on, but just focus on what's ahead as well. Because what's for you is always going to be for you, and what's for other people is for other people. Do you know what I mean? Like your story, your blessings is always going to be different to someone else. So, and that's what life is about. It's about moving forward. Just like you should never ever you should never focus on others, but also you shouldn't like focus on the past. Just like the story of Lot example, when God told Lot's wife to look forward, like just keep moving forward and never look back, she decided to look back. Do you know what I mean? And what happened? She turned into a pillar of salt. So that's just another prime example of why it's important to not only focus on ourselves, but focus on what's ahead. So yeah, I just thought to share that with you guys. Today has been a day. Yeah, it's just been up and down. I got this new mic. Hopefully it works. And it was a madness setting it up. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and then also there's just so much, the weather is just terrible. It's getting colder by the day. I just feel like even the UK weather, it just contributes to depression, especially when you have to go out early in the morning. So that is just something that ticks me off today, but it's all about consistency. It's about action over mood. So yeah, I hope you guys got something from today's video, and I'll be back tomorrow. Please subscribe, like, and share. Bye guys.